Today we are building a different kind of iron farm for Minecraft Bedrock. This iron farm for Minecraft Bedrock 1.19 was actually designed by our very own buddy Brandon. I'm proud of Double B for designing an iron farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. You can make this iron farm for Minecraft Bedrock easy. It's simple, it's elegant, it's mostly ethical towards villagers, and it brings everything full circle because the first design I ever did for Buddy Brandon was an iron farm. Enough chit chat, let's get going. Before we get going, let's just look at the basics of this farm. So you have 3 layers basically. You have your villagers down here. They're free roaming, which is more ethical than most builds. Up here you have a small collection system with a minecart and the spawning platform for the golems. Really easy. Okay guys, to start this build, we're going to build up 10 blocks in the air. Buddy Brandon actually builds his on the ground, but then he proofs the outside. In other words, he kind of puts buttons, I believe he used. I've used leaves before, but you basically golem proof the outside of the farm. In my opinion, the easiest way to do that is to build this thing in the air. Then we're going to make a row of 14 blocks of dirt. Then using that same corner, we're going to build out 13 more blocks, making a total row of 14 over here as well. Then we are going to finish the square using the dirt. Then on the inside of the square, we are going to place down wool, just like this, all the way around. Then we need to continue filling in this square, but what we are going to do is use dirt, filling in dirt on the inside of the wool, 1 block deep, and then 1 more block deep, making it 2 rows of dirt going on the inside, all the way around. Now in the middle, you can just go ahead and fill it up with wool, just like this. Now around the outside dirt, what we can do is go ahead and place down our stations. So place down 1 here, skip a block, place another one. Do that all the way around until you have at least 20 workstations. I try not to put the stations in the corners, so stay off the corners. Okay, there I have 20 workstations, just like that. You can have 30 workstations, but I'm going to be honest, it didn't really increase the rates for me that much, so let's just work with 20. Then all the way around this farm, we are going to build up 2 rows of fence, just like that. If where you need to put a fence has a workstation, just put a fence on top of that. So it looks something like this. So I'm placing a fence on top of the workstation and then a fence 2 fences tall. Do that all the way around. Okay, and somehow either using a bubble elevator or a boat or rail system, you need to bring in a couple of villagers. Go ahead and bring those guys in. And now we're going to work on their beds. We're going to place down temporary blocks. I'm using the nether wart block because why not? All on top of this wool, just like this. And actually, we could shave off these temporary blocks here on this edge. And on that edge, and over here as well, all the way around. So you just have temporary blocks in the very middle. Then we're going to place down beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Break the blocks underneath. And then place down a bed. 9, 10. Then on the edge, 17, 18. We'll make it nice and even. 19, 20. You just need 20 beds. Now also in the middle here, we are going to make these path blocks. So we're going to do that. Now, at this point in the build, what I would do is go ahead and give carrots or some sort of crop to the villagers so that they trade with each other and then they breed. And they could be doing that while we finish this build. Now here we are going to build up 1 block and then a block here. And then we are going to build solid blocks all the way around this build. We're going to break that block. Then you can choose any of the sides that you want to choose. Just pick one and break the 2 middle blocks. And then place a block here and here just like that. Go ahead and lay down a double chest like this. Then you will need 2 hoppers going into the back of that chest, just like that. Now, on the 3 sides that don't have hoppers, lay down 3 rails anywhere on those sides, and power those rails using a lever like this. Go ahead and connect those rails using normal rails, run that rail system all the way around. And then choose a side. I'm going to choose this side over here. And above each rails on the side, we are going to place down magma blocks just like that. And do that again on the opposite side, so that you get something that looks like that. Then we are going to connect those using blocks, making a full platform. Then you don't have to use stairs, but Buddy Brandon did, and I really liked it. He used upside down stairs here on the edge. Let's do that all the way around. You can use a normal block if you want. Now let's place buttons on these magma blocks. Do that on both sides. Then take some sort of glass, and we're actually going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of glass like that. And run that all the way around the edge of this build. Okay, now that we have our walls of glass, come over here, and not this magma block, but if you come over one and right there, we're going to lay down a sign. We're going to run those signs all the way across. And we are going to do the same thing on this side as well. And then we are going to run water down the middle of this. Now, it's not going to be exactly in the middle, but as long as you're close, it will still reach both sides. For all you OCD people, you can run it down this side as well. It doesn't affect the rates of the farm, but I don't mind it being a little off-center. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go in here to our little village area. And so that we don't have to wait for these villagers to breed, I'm going to go ahead and spawn people in. And remember what we do to the lazy. If you find that some of your guys are not changing, go ahead and add some extra workstations. That should help. They're going to pathfind to the right workstation anyway. Okay, 2 more important pieces that I forgot. You need to place lava on each one of these blocks. Now, you can place full lava blocks, or if you want to, you can come and place partial lava blocks, and they will flow to the edge just like that. That also works. That you just have to make sure you do it on the 4th block in. Again, either one of those methods will work just fine. And last but not least, we need a minecart with a hopper. We give it a little nudge to get it going, and off it goes. Okay, I'm going to break these blocks and wait for our golems to spawn. All right, and eventually you will get some iron golems. You might have to give it a minute for it to start working. Personally, I built mine a little too close to my last farm that I was testing, and so I had to break all my beds and break all the workstations and replace them. But now the farm is working just fine. So the golems spawn up here, they get pushed to the edge where they die, and then a minecart with a hopper goes around and collects everything we need to collect. Again, this farm is super simple to build. It's a great farm, and I'm really proud of Buddy Brandon for doing this. The next build I'm doing for him is an iron golem farm, not for the iron, but just to have an army of golems. We'll take a look at that coming soon. I'm Profe Pablo, as always. Thanks for watching.